Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. Sam Hauser out there with Derek White. And it's George in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Jamal Murray out there with Johnson. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. DeRozan outside. And it's all from three-point range. And here are the Celtics. Launches a 3. And George with the basket on the assist by Tatum.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Gordon outside. It's Jokic, high post. 5 to shoot. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And he lays it up and in.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Outside White. Tatum against Gordon. Tatum passes to White. Misses the 3. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Denver. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. I wondered what coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach Joe. Going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment. So Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Kata. Gordon pulls it in.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
White. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
So it's Boston now. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Back to Tatum. Up and over Gordon. Tatum, shot is good.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Now here's Murray. Out left to the wing. Out to Gordon. The 3. Boston pulls it in. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. For 3, George. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
White against Murray. Now here's Jokic. Defense is right there. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backwards, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
Well, there's a lot to like about Jokic. But Stan, you wanted to highlight a very specific skill.
Yeah, B.A., it's his fundamentals on the offensive glass. When he rebounds, he keeps it up high so that he can put it right back up. Bigs need to learn not to bring the ball down.
Here's Kata. Yet to see a basket. Nice shot by George.
Such a pure scorer. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Gordon. Denver moving it around. The kick out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Tatum. The kick out to White. The three is up. Jokic grabs the board. The Nuggets have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Right side Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Sam Hauser.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And Johnson drops them both. Tatum with it. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Now here's Jokic. 9 points in the game. Count it. Jokic has got 11 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Jokic with it. Defended by Hauser. It's stolen by Tatum. Hauser left side. To the inside. The kick to Tatum. This one for 3. He drops it from range. 7 points in the game.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Now here's DeRozan. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. Now here's Tatum. He's got 7. And finished off by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum, finishing strong at the ring.
DeRozan outside. Back to Murray. There's the triple. And another 3 for Denver.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Kicks it to George. No good from outside.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Murray against Pritchard. Crowder's checked in for the Nuggets. The Celtics making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Takes a three. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Tatum. Six to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Denver moving it around. Jokic passes to Murray. Here's Strawther. Shoots over Tatum. Boston pulls it in. Outside Pritchard. Down low. They double team Tatum. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
Substitution. Number 27, Jordan Walsh.
Denver in the lead. And here's Jokic. He's got 11. Pass to Strawther. Now here's Murray. Here's the 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner 3 when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You look at Nikola Jokic. What a contribution.
Well, the defense has not been able to slow him down inside. And until they offer some sort of resistance, just keep feeding him the ball.
A different look for Denver. Bagley's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Najee comes in for Gordon. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Strawther. The Celtics also with a sub. Mitchell's checked in. Now here's Robinson. No points yet. Now Mitchell. Three-pointer Pritchard. Knocks down the long J.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Brown passes to Bagley. DeRozan outside. Launches it. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Yeah, and he doesn't take a lot of threes, but there DeRozan answers with one of his own.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys, back over to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Murray, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's the pick. DeRozan passes to Brown. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 3. Inside, here's Shireman. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
We've got 1:13 left in the opening quarter. On the wing, Brown. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Gonzalez. No points so far. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. The 3 drains the triple. And the Celtics lead by 2. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Murray against Pritchard. They swipe it. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Shireman, defended by Murray. Three-pointer Pritchard. It's rebounded by Najee. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Picked it out of midair. On the wing, Murray. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Denver. They lead by 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead, but we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Zeke Naji out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Strother in at the 1. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And Brown drops them both. Celtics trail by 4. Pritchard with it. To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's DeRozan. Outside Brown. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. Boston has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And here's Pritchard. George outside. Rebounded by Denver.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Yeah, when DeRozan is assertive like that, it's a huge plus for this offense.
Pritchard, the pass to George. Fires in the triple. George has got 12.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And that one's good. DeRozan.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Pritchard. He has 6. George left side. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 14.
And late in that shot clock, George bailing this possession out.
DeRozan outside. Naji sets a screen. Throws it up high. Here's Gonzalez, defended by DeRozan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this game. good from George.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Najee. And it's tied up with that one.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Johnson for three. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Shireman. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Shireman's got 7 points in the game.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
DeRozan looks it over. Six on the shot clock. DeMar, strong move inside.
Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Jamal Murray is checked in for Strother. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Robinson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Pass to DeRozan. It goes again. His sixth basket in 7 tries.
DeRozan not trying to do too much inside.
Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Sam.
Yeah, B.A., he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 14. George outside. Fires at the elbow, and he gets the jumper to drop. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, George persistent and consistent.
DeRozan outside. Bagley, a screen on Tatum. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's George. Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Georgia's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Pass to Bagley. Outside Murray. Lets the three fly. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in his many attempts.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. A shot by Brown, no good. The Celtics have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. George, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's the teardrop. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
And he sinks the second. So it's Boston now. Now Pritchard. He has 6. Pritchard with a screen on Brown. White, the pass to Tatum. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
The Celtics making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Murray passes to Bagley. Outside Johnson. And again, it's Denver missing. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's George. Give him 20 from deep. Brown grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Soft touch off the glass. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Tatum. 14 points for him. Pass to Robinson, and the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. Najee, he's checked in for Denver. The Celtics also with a sub. Hauser, he's checked in for George. So it's Boston now. Pritchard surviving the D. Shot clock at 6 to stop the drought. Tatum from long range. No good. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Najee. Murray from outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right side Tatum. Over Murray. Hauser outside. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
Showing good vision. Finds an open teammate out on the perimeter.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. Pass to Murray. Murray going to work inside.
Yeah, we've seen this before. When Murray gets it going, he gets it all going. He can score from anywhere.
Count that one. Robinson's got his third bucket of the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you guys.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Look at who's out there now for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Najee, and DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Brown. Jokic with it. He's got 11. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Fades away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Tatum's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
DeRozan outside. Pass to Gordon. Johnson on the wing. DeRozan outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first round. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Tatum. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics with the lead. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. On the wing, Tatum. Defended by DeRozan. Lets it go from 11.
Defensively, DeRozan has the size and instincts to guard multiple positions.
Pass to Jokic. Inside. And DeRozan with the basket. On the assist by Jokic. DeRozan's got 17 points. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Tatum finds White. Back to Tatum. The 3 ball. Tatum rips the 3.
Oh boy, Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Jokic passes to Johnson. On the wing, Murray shoots over Pritchard. Murray, no good. Celtics lead by 3. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Jokic. Johnson for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight.
If you're open, Jokic is going to find you.
And here's Tatum. He's got 19. Three-pointer Pritchard. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Murray. Outside Johnson. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to DeRozan from the arc. He can't get it to go. Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George has been sensational.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
So it's Boston now. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Sam Hauser out there with Derek White. And it's George in at the 3. And finished off by Tatum.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Now here's Murray. Elbow shot on the way. Boston with a rebound. Now White. Tatum a screen on Gordon. White for 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to DeRozan. The jumper from the wing off target.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
White against Johnson. Here's Queta. For 3, George gets the 3 to fall. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
He's creating good looks and shooting very effectively.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
George outside. Hauser outside. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And he lobs it up. George with a steal. Here's White. White coming through.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
White against Murray. The kick out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gordon with a screen on George. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
You can't play better defense than that. Patrolling that mid-range area.
To the inside. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Johnson. Back to Murray. Denver moving it around. Over to the left wing. Now here's Jokic. Guarded closely. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Here's White. Tatum feeling it out a bit. He's still feeling it. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, if you talk about the very best wings in the NBA, Jason Tatum is up there. His ability to score is a game changer.
Now here's Jokic. 13 points in the game. Pass to Murray. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. He gets it in there. Here's White, leading by 5. Now here's George. And the layup is good. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact into his finish.
Pass to DeRozan. Gordon with a screen on George. DeRozan for three, and it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Nuggets trail by 10. Murray with it. 19 points in the game. Crafty move, and he lays it in. Murray's got 21.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody.
Pass to White. George outside. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Denver. And here's Johnson. Give him 8 points now. Outside Murray. Jokic up top. And here's Johnson. 5 on the clock. Queta pulls it in.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Boston again missing. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Murray. Here's Jokic. Defended by Hauser. Gordon outside. From deep, Johnson. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 11 points.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
White looking it over. Pass to Queta. Here's George. Now here's White. Three-pointer. Gordon pulls it in.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
And here's Jokic. Gordon outside. And here's Jokic, hounded by Tatum. Outside Johnson, fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. He's got 14.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's George. He's got 25. Down low. Here's Queta. And he goes in for the dunk.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Nuggets trail by 4. Now here's Jokic. He's got 15. And they double up Jokic. Johnson for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following that last three-pointer by Denver. White for 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Murray. Denver moving it around. Johnson finds DeRozan for the lead. Queta pulls it in. Keda's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Tatum. Pass to Keda. Here's White. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Outside Johnson. Now here's Jokic. Gordon outside. Fires the 3. Boston with a rebound. Keda's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. George has got 27.
And just using balance and coordination, George can make plays in baskets that many can't.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Gordon. Right side Murray for the tie. Oh, the 3 is pure from Murray.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
And the Celtics shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, B.A., I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball.
A different look for Denver. Bagley's checked in for Gordon. Brown comes in for Johnson. And Strother subbed in for Murray. Now Pritchard. 6 points for him. Pass to Gonzalez. They set the screen from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. On the wing to Rosen. Fades back for the lead. 6 to shoot. Pass to Strother. Takes the 3. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And a big finish by Robinson.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Jokic's shot is good.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Pritchard. Puts up a 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Bagley. Pass to Strother. 6 on the shot clock. Over Pritchard. Strother, no good. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Gonzalez passes to Pritchard. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. From downtown, they grab their own miss.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. More 2K action in just a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Zeke Naji out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Murray in at point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, that's just a terrific move. Murray's so skilled at creating space off the dribble.
So it's Boston now. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Gonzalez passes to George. On target from range. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pritchard, the pass to Gonzalez. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the dunk by George!
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Nuggets trail by 3. Murray with it. Outside Johnson. Back to Murray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Murray's got 28.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver at these moments.
For Denver, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Robinson. And here's George. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Murray scanning the floor. Off the mark there with a 3. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And he's going for the oop here. And a big finish by Robinson.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Johnson. Bagley sets a screen. Down low. Robinson with the block. And here's George. Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Gonzalez. It's rebounded by Naji. Naji's got 5 rebounds tonight. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Murray from outside. The rebound, Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Shireman. No good on the 3. Nuggets trail by 3. Brown passes to Murray. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. Boston pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Gonzalez, covered by Johnson. Shoots from 12. Gonzalez misses. For Denver, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside Brown. Pass to Bagley. Denver moving it around. Here's Johnson. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Bagley. Aaron Gordon comes in for Najee. DeRozan is checked in for Brown. And Strother's subbed in for Jamal Murray. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Shireman. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's George. On the wing, Tatum, defended by Gordon, and stolen by Jokic. And Denver pushing it up now. Pass to Gordon. Here's Strother to take the lead, and he sinks the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Tatum passes to Robinson. It's George on the wing. Outside Pritchard. Now here's Robinson. Pass to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. Tatum's got 31. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Now here's DeRozan. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by White. For Boston, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Outside Pritchard. Up top, Tatum. Defended by Gordon. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Here's Strother. Defended by Pritchard. Jokic with a screen on George. George against DeRozan. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
George's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the left side wing. The open shot, Jokic. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
And that time, Jokic having the play created for him. And he obliges with the bucket.
The Celtics have gone 6 for 11 here in the 4th quarter. White finds Robinson. Outside Pritchard. There's the 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic just got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And George with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Denver. DeRozan outside. DeRozan, dribble. Look out! Wow!
Are you kidding? Well, that's a strong move by DeRozan. He's so good going to the basket and finishing through contact.
Now here's George. There's Tatum with the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
3 points.
George has got his 5th assist in this one.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
On the wing, DeRozan. George defending. DeRozan with the power move.
With his strength and explosiveness, DeRozan's so imposing when he gets it inside.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
Outside Jokic. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Robinson rips down the board. The Celtics with the lead. Now Pritchard, White outside. Misses the three!
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Jokic against White. Johnson outside for three. Cash from downtown!
Terrific find there, and he notches the triple-double. He's just been everywhere tonight.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Paul Murray is checked in for Strother. Boston also changing it up. Cada's checked in for Robinson, and it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Tatum.
Well, there's a high percentage look for Tatum. The defense did what it could.
First team foul. Shooting for Boston, Jason Tatum. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so Tatum nails both of them.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Here's Murray. It's stolen.
2 minutes remaining.
And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
This is just what they needed right now. A strong defense and smart offense to give their slim lead a boost.
Here's Jokic. Johnson outside. Jacks up a three. It's money from deep.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Jokic. Blocked. Outside Tatum. And Tatum finishing the fast break.
What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
Here's Jokic. Johnson buries it from outside.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Tatum. The triple drops.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
All right, everyone. Time to make some noise for your one and only Nuggets fan.
Jokic nails it.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Tatum fires, buries it! And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Outside Gordon. Fires the three. The three is in!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Jamal Murray. Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Celtics. Derek White. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Oh, can't hit the jumper. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Derek White. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Jokic. Yes, sir!
Well, so many bigs excel from the three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jason Tatum.